Hey, this is Alex with your real estate market update for Sacramento and Placer counties. I'm starting off with this article here from Reuters. U.S. existing home sales hit 9-month low in June. That's right. I think it's the lowest number of June transactions since they started keeping track of transactions. What this tells me is the existing homeowners are sitting back and saying, look, I don't have a reason to sell. I got plenty of equity in my home. Interest rates, I'm locked into a low interest rate. Right now we're seeing average interest rates just below 7%. Why would you sell right now if you're sitting on a ton of equity in an existing low interest rate? And the homeowners who did try to sell, their houses aren't selling. They're not selling at the prices they're asking for, or whatever reason, mainly it's price. So they're yanking their homes off the market. And I don't blame them because having your home constantly listed, having the lockbox on there, maybe you have it staged. You're just not living in your home like you normally would. And so they're like, look, I'm done with it. I'm just going to pull my home off the market. So we see this happening in our market. We see that these two results are happening in that we see that marketing times, 52 days. This is the average time it's taking to sell a house in Placer County. It's slightly up. When you look at Sacramento County, we're seeing similar numbers, a slight dip at 38 days in Sacramento County. But on average, homes in Sacramento County are priced a little bit lower than we see in Placer. And you can't have this discussion without talking about interest rates. The Fed met this week and they decided we're not going to touch interest rates. They're worried about the effect of tariffs. And they said, as a result of that, we're leaving interest rates alone. We do see a slight decrease in interest rates, but we're still 6.75% on a 30-year fixed and just below 8% on a 15-year. And the Realtor.com came out with this article highlighting the effects that the Fed meeting had on interest rates. So that's your real estate market update. Not a whole lot going on, and I think we're going to see this trend continue as we move away from the summer months. Today's August 1st. As we move into the end of summer, we got kids going back to school. We got baseball starting again, and families just don't move around this time of year. It becomes very problematic. So I think you're going to see a continued decrease in transactions in the market. And until there's a major shift in interest rates, I don't see anything happening in this market. So that's your real estate market update. If you have questions about your property, what it's worth, I get 4 or 5 calls a week from people saying, hey, could you take a look at my house and let me know where I stand on an equity report? And if you're a buyer, I do have the assume list, assumable properties that have existing FHA, VA loans where you can assume the existing financing at the low interest rate. We had one that we did last week where they assumed a 2.79% interest rate. And I think overall the savings on their payment was just about $900. So assumable mortgages, don't miss that one. So that's my real estate market update. Alex Dyer, EXP. I'm here in Sacramento and Placer County. And I look forward to your comments. Please share this around, and I'll catch you on the next video.